To see our full range of videos and be notified of new releases, please press the subscribe button. Following the breakout from Normandy, with overstretched supply lines, the Allied advance bogged down at Antwerp. Field Marshal Montgomery proposed a daring but risky plan to end the war quickly. The plan, approved by General Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces, was codenamed Market Garden. The market element of the plan was to capture 8 strategic Rhine bridges using airborne troops. The garden part was to use armoured divisions and infantry to quickly advance and relieve the airborne troops. With the Rhine bridges captured, the Allies could outflank the highly defended Siegfried Line, and the way would be open to the German industrial heartland. The 101st US Airborne Division were to capture the bridges over Eindhoven, and Zechau. The 82nd US Airborne Division were to capture the bridges at Oosterbeek and Nijmegen. The 1st British Airborne Division was to capture the furthest bridge at Arnhem. The Irish Guards Armoured Division was to spearhead the British Second Army's advance and link up with the airborne troops. The plan was to relieve the US 101st at Eindhoven on D-Day +1, to relieve the US 82nd at Nijmegen on D-Day +2, and to relieve the British 1st at Arnhem by D-Day +4. There were a number of problems for the successful outcome of Market Garden. There were not enough aircraft to transport all the airborne troops and their equipment in one go. Getting the troops to their destination and resupplying them would require a period of good weather. It was not appreciated how difficult the Dutch terrain was for tanks. It was not known that the ground forces at Arnhem would have difficulty using their radios due to local conditions. It was not known that the 9th and 10th SS Panzer Divisions were located near Arnhem. The landing drop zone at Arnhem were 8 miles away from the bridge. 17th of September 1944, Operation Market Garden commenced. 2,023 aircraft delivered, 20,000 men, 511 vehicles, 330 artillery guns and 590 tons of equipment safely to their drop zone. 350 guns on a mile-wide front opened fire on the German lines. 30 Corps, the Guards Armoured Division, moves forward towards Eindhoven but met heavy resistance and lost to 9 tanks. To the rear of the armoured column, lorries carried Goatley collapsible boats and Royal Engineers transported bridge-building equipment. It was quickly found that the ground was unsuitable for tanks, which were restricted to a single narrow road and vulnerable to enemy attack. At Arnhem, the 2nd Battalion of the 1st Parachute Brigade reaches the bridge and dig in. The US 82nd secure the bridge near Gravy. The bridge at Sung is blown by the Germans. Day 2. Monday the 18th, September 1944. 22 vehicles of the German 9th SS Reconnaissance Battalion try to cross the Arnhem Bridge. All are destroyed by the 2nd Battalion. Bad weather delays the second drop of troops and supplies. 1st and 3rd Parachute Battalions try to reach 2nd Battalion at Arnhem Bridge. They suffer high casualties. Most officers and non-commissioned officers are killed, wounded or captured. The US 101st Airborne Division liberates Eindhoven. 30 Corps arrives at Eindhoven. At Somme, the Royal Engineers start building a Bailey Bridge across the Wilhelmina Canal. Day 3, Tuesday the 19th of September 1944. At Arnhem, continuously shelled by enemy tanks, artillery and mortars, the 2nd Battalion of around 600 men cling on to their positions. British paratroopers, again attempting to reach the 2nd Battalion on the bridge, meet overwhelming resistance and suffer heavy losses. They withdraw to Oosterbeek and dig in around the Hartenstein Hotel. The drop zones at Arnhem are overrun and attempts to resupply by air fail. The The Bailey Bridge is constructed over the Wilhelmina Canal, and 30 Corps continues its advance. 30 Corps reaches Nijmegen, but cannot continue because the bridge has not yet been taken. Boats are brought up along the vehicle-choked road, and the River Waal is crossed and the bridge successfully attacked from both sides. The Luftwaffe bomb Eindhoven. Market Garden is 36 hours behind schedule. Day 4, Wednesday the 20th of September 1944. The 2nd Battalion at Arnhem Bridge, although under fierce attack, still hold on. There are many casualties from the constant shelling. Ammunition, medicine, food and water are in short supply. Due to the lack of anti-tank ammunition, enemy armour can move in close to demolish the British positions from point-blank range. With many buildings on fire, a 2-hour truce is arranged to evacuate the wounded. The Nijmegen bridges are captured. 30 Corps cannot advance as the 43rd Infantry Division has not yet arrived. The Germans counterattack at Song Bridge but are routed. Day 5, Thursday the 21st of September 1944. The 2nd Battalion at Arnhem Bridge continue to resist. They are without ammunition, food or water, and are eventually overrun and surrender. They had held the bridge without resupply and with a diminished force for 5 days, twice as long as planned. Before they are overwhelmed by the enemy, the Second Army gives artillery support to the paratroopers tracked at Oosterbeek. The 1st Polish Independent Parachute Brigade is dropped south of the River Rhine. They have to wait for the arrival of the boats before they can cross the Rhine. Day 6, Friday the 22nd of September 1944. Bad weather stops supply by air. Germans attack the corridor at Zeckel. All traffic is stopped for 24 hours. A brigade of guards is sent back to Nijmegen to reopen the corridor. 50 Polish paratroopers cross the Rhine and reach the trapped British paratroops. Day 7, Saturday the 23rd of September 1944. The corridor is opened in the afternoon. At Oosterbeek, the British paratroopers are in a worsening position. That night, 200 more Polish paratroopers cross the Rhine to reinforce Oosterbeek's perimeter. Day 8, Sunday the 24th of September 1944. The British paratroops trapped at Oosterbeek get artillery support from the 64th Regiment of Medium Artillery and the 49th Battalion of Heavy Artillery. The corridor is blocked for a second time by the Germans. 15 Panzer Mark VI King Tiger tanks attack the east side of the Oosterbeek perimeter. British and Canadian engineers with 37 boats evacuate paratroops across the Rhine. The wounded are left behind. 2,200 men reach the safety of the southern bank of the Rhine. 7,500 are either dead or made prisoner of war. Operation Market Garden cost 1,485 Allied lives. Its final objective had not been achieved, but it created a salient 65 miles, 105 kilometres deep in the German lines. 2 Medals of Honour, the US's highest military medal, and 5 Victoria Crosses, Britain's highest military medal, were awarded during Operation Market Garden. Thank you for watching. Please press the subscribe button to see our full range of videos and be notified of new releases. It's free.